For worst cheeses you should never touch, and for you must eat every day. Cheese is loved all around the world, but for seniors over 60, it can quietly become either a powerful medicine or a slow poison. The shocking truth is that the wrong types of cheese can raise your blood pressure, clog your arteries, and silently damage your brain faster than sugar ever could. Studies have shown that people after 60 who eat certain cheeses regularly increase their risk of heart attack and stroke by up to 40% without even realizing it. Yet other cheeses, the right ones, can actually protect your bones, lower inflammation, and even keep your memory sharp. So the real question is not whether you should eat cheese after 60, but which ones will save your health and which ones will destroy it. Today we'll reveal the 4 worst cheeses you should never touch after 60, and the 4 you absolutely must eat every day if you want to keep your heart, brain, and bones strong. Some of the cheeses on this list may surprise you. They're probably in your fridge right now, and you might think they're harmless. But as you'll see, making just a small switch in your daily cheese habit can literally add years to your life. Number 4. Blue cheese. Blue cheese may look sophisticated and taste bold, but for seniors over 60, it often hides more risks than benefits. The striking blue veins that make it so distinctive are actually colonies of mold, and while most of these molds are considered safe in small amounts, they still produce compounds that can irritate the digestive system and the immune response of older adults. As we age, our bodies naturally become less efficient at filtering toxins, and kidneys in particular are more vulnerable. This means the byproducts of mold-ridden cheeses can stay longer in the bloodstream, stressing organs that are already working harder with age. Doctors frequently warn that the sodium content of blue cheese is alarmingly high. Just a couple of ounces can push you past the daily safe limit for someone over 60. That level of salt isn't just a number on a label. It directly raises blood pressure, increases fluid retention, and makes the heart pump against greater resistance. For seniors already living with hypertension, this is a dangerous combination that can quietly accelerate heart disease and stroke risk. On top of that, people prone to arthritis or gout may notice that even moderate blue cheese intake seems to trigger flare-ups. The purines and inflammatory compounds released during the ripening process can aggravate joints, making morning stiffer and more painful. Some studies also suggest that molded cheeses may worsen respiratory irritation in sensitive individuals, leading to chronic coughing or sinus discomfort that many dismiss as just seasonal. I've met seniors who thought sprinkling blue cheese crumbles over a salad was a healthy gourmet touch. But after months of fatigue, swelling, and rising blood pressure, they realized this little indulgence was sabotaging their health far more than they imagined. It's not about banning cheese altogether. It's about recognizing which varieties no longer serve your body well after 60. And blue cheese is one of the prime culprits. Number 3. Processed cheese slices. Those bright yellow squares that melt so perfectly on a burger might look harmless, but for seniors over 60, they are among the worst cheese choices you can make. Processed cheese slices aren't really cheese in the traditional sense. They're a mixture of milk byproducts, vegetable oils, artificial colors, salt, and emulsifiers. While convenient, they carry very little of the natural protein and calcium you expect from real cheese. Instead, what you're really getting is a concentrated dose of sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats for an older body already more sensitive to blood pressure spikes, fluid retention, and artery health. This is a dangerous cocktail. A single slice can pack over 300 milligrams of sodium, and it's almost impossible to stop at one when layering them into sandwiches or quick snacks. Over time, this constant salt overload raises blood pressure, forces the kidneys to work overtime, and stiffens blood vessels, creating the perfect storm for heart attacks and strokes. Another hidden danger is the type of fats used, often hydrogenated or altered to stay shelf-stable, which can elevate bad cholesterol LDL, and lower good cholesterol, HDL. This imbalance is especially harmful after 60, when arteries are less flexible and more prone to blockages. Beyond the heart, many seniors report that processed cheese leaves them bloated, sluggish, or even with digestive upset, largely due to the artificial emulsifiers and additives that disrupt gut balance. I've heard countless stories of people who thought grabbing a couple of slices was a quick, protein-rich snack, only to realize their blood sugar crashed, their joints swelled, or they simply felt weighed down afterward. The most alarming part is how easy it is to underestimate processed cheese because it's marketed as cheese. People assume it carries the same benefits as real dairy, when in fact it's closer to a salty, fatty, processed food product in disguise. For those over 60, where every bite has a bigger impact on long-term health, these slices are not just a poor choice, they're a silent risk that builds damage one sandwich at a time. Number 2. Cream cheese. Cream cheese is often seen as a soft, innocent spread for bagels or toast. But for seniors over 60, it's one of the most deceptive dairy products out there. The problem begins with its nutritional profile. Cream cheese is extremely high in saturated fat and offers very little calcium or protein compared to real aged cheeses. That means you're getting the worst of both worlds. Lots of artery-clogging fat with almost none of the bone-strengthening benefits you expect from cheese. For older adults, where bone density and cardiovascular health are already fragile, this is a particularly risky trade-off. Just 2 tablespoons, a typical serving on a morning bagel, can contain around 100 calories, most of which come directly from saturated fat. Over time, this type of fat raises LDL cholesterol, narrows arteries, and accelerates plaque buildup, quietly setting the stage for heart attacks and strokes. The high fat content also makes cream cheese incredibly dense in calories, which encourages weight gain in a subtle but steady way. Many seniors I've spoken with don't even realize how quickly these extra calories add up because cream cheese feels light and spreadable. But within months, that daily smear on toast can contribute to stubborn belly fat, which itself raises the risk of diabetes and metabolic issues after 60. Another overlooked danger lies in its effect on digestion. Cream cheese is low in beneficial nutrients and can be harder to process for those with reduced lactose tolerance, something that becomes more common with age. Seniors often describe bloating, sluggishness, or mild nausea after eating cream cheese regularly, but dismiss it as just getting older. In reality, the body is signaling that this food is offering more burden than benefit. And let's not forget additives. Many commercial cream cheeses contain stabilizers, gums, and preservatives that may further irritate sensitive digestive systems. It's easy to think of cream cheese as a harmless breakfast companion, but for seniors, it can quietly fuel high cholesterol, creeping weight gain, and ongoing fatigue, all while delivering almost nothing in return. Number 1. American cheese. American cheese may be iconic, but for seniors over 60, it's perhaps the worst cheese you can eat on a regular basis. Unlike natural cheeses, American cheese is a heavily processed product created by blending scraps of different cheeses with milk solids, food dyes, chemical emulsifiers, and loads of added salt. While it melts beautifully on burgers or grilled sandwiches, the health impact is far from harmless. Just one slice can contain nearly 400 milligrams of sodium and significant amounts of saturated fat, and very little in the way of real nutrients. Seniors often rely on cheese for calcium and protein, but American cheese offers minimal amounts compared to natural varieties, meaning you're getting mostly salt and fat without meaningful bone or muscle support. The artificial additives are another problem. Stabilizers and dyes might not seem like much, but in older bodies with slower metabolism, these compounds can linger longer, stressing the liver and kidneys. For someone already managing blood pressure, medication, heart disease, or diabetes, American cheese acts like fuel on the fire. Over time, a daily grilled cheese or cheeseburger can quietly contribute to blocked arteries, rising cholesterol, and dangerous weight gain, especially in the belly area, the type most strongly linked to strokes and heart failure. Doctors have even warned that the way American cheese is engineered to be hyperpalatable makes it addictive, encouraging people to eat slice after slice without realizing the damage. I've seen countless seniors who swore by their daily sandwich, only to face sudden health scares, a spike in blood pressure, a warning sign on a cholesterol test, or even a minor heart event that forced them to rethink their diet. The real danger of American cheese lies in its disguise. It looks and tastes like cheese, but nutritionally, it's closer to fast food than a dairy product. For seniors, where every food choice matters more, this isn't just a poor option. It's a silent threat that can shave years off your life if it becomes a habit. Now, before you start thinking that cheese is the enemy, here's the good news. Not all cheeses are harmful after 60. In fact, some of them are powerful allies for your bones, your heart, and even your memory. The key is knowing which ones to choose and why. Where the wrong cheese can raise your blood pressure and inflame your joints, the right cheese can strengthen your skeleton, feed your muscles, and help keep your brain sharp as the years go by. This is the part most people over 60 never hear. About that dairy can still be a natural medicine if you pick wisely. So let's turn the page and reveal the 4 best cheeses you should eat every single day after 60. Starting with one that's mild, light, and surprisingly protective for your health. Number 4. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese may not look glamorous, but for seniors over 60, it's one of the smartest choices you can make every single day. Unlike heavy processed cheeses, cottage cheese is light, low in fat, and packed with high-quality protein that supports muscle maintenance, something that becomes critical with age. After 60, most people naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia, which leads to weakness, poor balance, and higher risk of falls. Just 1 cup of cottage cheese can deliver more than 25 grams of protein, helping you stay strong and independent. Beyond protein, it's also rich in calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that protect bone density and guard against fractures. Seniors often hear about osteoporosis as an inevitable part of aging, but diets that include foods like cottage cheese can slow that loss dramatically. Another big advantage is that cottage cheese is naturally low in sodium compared to processed slices or blue cheese, making it gentler on blood pressure. For those watching their weight, it's also a winner. It's filling but relatively low in calories, meaning it helps control appetite without adding belly fat. Many seniors I've worked with find that a small bowl of cottage cheese with fruit keeps them satisfied for hours, stabilizes blood sugar, and prevents the kind of afternoon crashes that make you crave junk food. There's also emerging research showing that the slow-digesting protein in cottage cheese, called casein, provides a steady stream of amino acids overnight when eaten before bed, supporting both muscle repair and better sleep quality. Compared to cream cheese or American cheese, which weigh down the body and harm the heart, cottage cheese is light, nourishing, and restorative. It's proof that cheese doesn't have to be a guilty pleasure. With the right kind, it can be part of your daily medicine after 60. Number 3. Feta cheese. Feta cheese, with its crumbly texture and tangy flavor, is more than just a delicious topping for salads. For seniors over 60, it can be a daily tool for protecting the heart, bones, and brain. Unlike heavy aged cheeses, feta is traditionally made from sheep's or goat's milk, which makes it naturally easier to digest for older adults who often struggle with lactose intolerance. That means you can enjoy the flavor without the bloating, gas, or discomfort that many seniors experience with cow's milk products. But digestion is just the beginning. Feta is significantly lower in fat and calories than most hard cheeses, making it a smart choice for maintaining a healthy weight. Something critical after 60, when metabolism slows down and extra pounds accumulate more easily. Even a small serving provides calcium for strong bones, phosphorus for cellular repair, and protein for maintaining muscle, all in a light, digestible package. Another hidden strength of feta lies in its richness in beneficial fatty acids like conjugated linoleic acid, CL, which research suggests may reduce inflammation and even lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. That's especially valuable for seniors, since chronic inflammation is a driving force behind heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline. Doctors often note that people who follow Mediterranean diets, where feta plays a starring role, enjoy lower rates of heart disease and longer lifespans. And much of this advantage comes from the combination of nutrient-rich foods like feta, with fresh vegetables and olive oil. I've met seniors who swap their heavy cheddar or cream cheese for a sprinkle of feta on their salads or roasted vegetables. And within weeks, they reported feeling lighter, more energized, and even noticed improvements in blood pressure readings. The flavor also works in your favor because feta is sharp and salty. You naturally use less of it while still feeling satisfied, which helps cut down on sodium intake compared to processed slices. Far from being just a garnish, feta can be a powerful, everyday cheese that supports longevity, strengthens the body, and enhances meals without adding unnecessary weight or stress to your system. Number 2. Goat cheese. Goat cheese has been eaten for centuries. And for seniors over 60, it offers unique benefits that set it apart from cow's milk cheeses. One of its biggest advantages is digestibility. Goat's milk proteins are naturally smaller and softer, which makes the cheese easier to break down in the stomach and less likely to cause bloating or indigestion, a problem many seniors quietly struggle with but rarely connect to dairy. It also contains less lactose than cow's milk cheese, which means even people with mild lactose intolerance can often tolerate goat cheese comfortably. Beyond comfort, goat cheese is nutritionally dense. It's rich in calcium to support bones, vitamin A for vision and immune health, and medium-chain fatty acids that the body can use quickly for energy rather than storing as fat. This is particularly valuable after 60. The metabolism slows and extra calories tend to settle as belly fat, raising risks of diabetes and heart problems. Goat cheese has also been shown to contain higher amounts of certain probiotics compared to many other cheeses, helping to feed healthy gut bacteria, since gut health is now known to influence everything from immunity to brain function. This makes goat cheese not just food, but a form of daily prevention. Seniors who replace processed cheese slices or cream cheese with a serving of goat cheese often notice more stable energy, better digestion, and even less joint inflammation, thanks to the lower levels of inflammatory compounds found in goat's milk. Another strength lies in portion control. Goat cheese is tangy and flavorful, so you only need a small amount to elevate a meal, reducing the risk of sodium overload while still satisfying cravings. I've seen older adults brighten up when they discover how versatile it is crumbled over vegetables, spread on whole grain bread, or paired with fruit for a balanced snack. In contrast to heavy American cheese that clogs arteries, goat cheese nourishes and supports aging bodies with lightness, digestibility, and natural strength. It's a reminder that after 60, the right cheese doesn't have to weigh you down, it can lift you up. Number 1. Parmesan cheese. Parmesan, the hard Italian classic, is more than just a flavorful topping for seniors over 60. It's one of the most powerful cheeses you can include in your diet. Unlike softer or processed cheeses, Parmesan is aged for long periods, which naturally reduces lactose levels, making it much easier to digest even for those who are sensitive. That means seniors who normally struggle with dairy can often enjoy Parmesan without discomfort. But the real strength of Parmesan lies in its nutrient density. Just 1 ounce delivers about 10 grams of protein, nearly double what you get from most cheeses, making it a true muscle-preserving food at a time of life when muscle loss accelerates. Protein this concentrated helps prevent frailty, supports balance, and keeps daily energy stable. Parmesan is also one of the richest natural sources of calcium and phosphorus, the two minerals that work hand in hand to strengthen bones and prevent fractures. This matters because after 60, bone density drops sharply and falls can become life-threatening. By regularly including Parmesan, seniors are directly reinforcing their skeleton with every bite. On top of that, Parmesan is surprisingly low in fat and calories compared to creamier cheeses, which means you get all the flavor and nutrients without the heaviness. Its intense, savory taste also works in your favor. A small sprinkle goes a long way, helping you use less overall while still satisfying your palate. Beyond bones and muscles, emerging research shows Parmesan contains bioactive peptides that may lower blood pressure and support vascular health. An incredible bonus for seniors concerned about heart disease. I've seen countless older adults light up when they realize that something as simple as grating Parmesan over vegetables, soups, or whole-grain pasta isn't just delicious. It's an investment in stronger bones, sharper mobility, and longer independence. In contrast to dangerous cheeses like American or cream cheese, Parmesan proves that dairy can still be a healing food well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. When it comes to cheese after 60, the truth is simple but powerful. The wrong choices can silently raise your blood pressure, stiffen your joints, and weaken your heart, while the right ones can protect your bones, fuel your muscles, and even sharpen your memory. Blue cheese, processed slices, cream cheese, and American cheese may taste familiar, but they quietly work against your health as the years go by. On the other hand, cottage cheese, feta goat cheese, and Parmesan are not just safe, they're daily allies that can add strength, energy, and vitality to your life. The difference isn't small. It can mean stronger bones, a steadier heart, and extra years of independence. Too many seniors believe that declining health is simply part of aging, but much of it comes down to daily choices on the plate. Change your cheese, and you change the story of your body. So the next time you open your fridge, remember this list and ask yourself, is what I'm about to eat helping me live longer or quietly shortening my time? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss your own cheese habits, and don't forget to subscribe for more senior health tips that can save lives.